Hello and welcome to another episode of Beartrapt and Friends Play Normals. This game I am playing Lulu. We had a random, so we wanted the random not to AD carry. I was going to support. Um, we had Mad Middle playing Corky. He was going to AD carry. Ferogeth decided he was going to mid this game, and we have Mike on Gangplank. The random insta-locked Draven and he became quite upset when we told him he couldn't AD carry. So we told him that I guess he would have to jungle Draven, and thus we had a jungle Draven game. On the enemy team, we have a Lux, a Poppy, an Alistar, a Nunu, and a jungle Rengar. Now I don't really play a lot of Lulu. I really love Lulu though. She is the only support that I will sit down and play. Her and Sona, even though I haven't really played much of Sona. I will play Lulu because I can play Lulu as a AP carry in bot lane and just not really worry about anything. Now, I'm also not the nicest person when I play support. I'm actually I'm kind of mean. I wouldn't lie to tell you. I yell at middle a lot because I don't like the passiveness of playing as support. Well, though Lulu, you get away with being a bit aggressive. Uh, this game, this game is so trollsy, so incredibly trollsy. Um, Jungle Draven apparently can work if your enemy team is just as badly set up as you are, because they don't have an AD carry. So we give Draven probably one of the hottest team leashes I've ever seen in my life. Um, the random's name is You'd Lick That, which should be indicative of the type of person he is. Um, I mean, I didn't really have an issue with the guy, except for the fact that he insta-locked Draven, and now we had to have a jungle Draven. Again, a ridiculously high leash on blue so that he could do it, and then Mido and I are going to go back to lane. The enemy jungle Rengar, he goes a pretty predictable path. He starts at red, gets a high leash from his team, and doesn't do wraiths. Um, I like to do wraiths and then do red, or do wolves blue and then go to wraiths and then do red. I don't know. I don't really feel like you should just run the first buff, especially if you're not gonna instantly gank bot lane. Um. Anyway, we have Perogeth here in mid, um, against Lux, and here we have, because everybody was leashing, so everybody's still around. Have a little mini level 2 fight that breaks out there, and Mike takes a pot shot at Nunu. Um, Down in bot lane, we are so worried right now because I'm getting beat up, and but there's no AD carry, so distance really helps. And we decided to try and chase him down. Poppy jumps back into the fray, and yeah, it turns out to be a bad exchange for them. I missed my little lance on Alistar there, but we got first blood uh, off a nice ignite and auto attack. I really wish I would have hit him with the glitter lance too, but hey, it is what it is. Now on this side we have a very pushed Nunu against the Gangplank. Um, and here comes Rengar's first gank. He should probably bowler there, but he doesn't. He bowlers now, but if he would have bowlered earlier, he could have killed Ender there. Because it's just really, that route, people don't really understand how amazing that is if you combine it with a regular bowler. But, he went, got his buffs, he tried to gank and it just didn't work. I love putting help picks on enemy champions and then shooting glitter lance through them. I like Lulu's kit. I think she has a fun kit. I enjoy playing her. Um, I just don't really play support that often because I don't really like the passivity of it. Um, and here we have them pushed all the way up, and I'm taking last hits from Mido. I'm trying to take last hits from Mido just to mess with his head, because when I play support, I'm not the nicest guy. I wouldn't go venture so far as to say that I'm a bad person when I play support, but I definitely don't play support the way you're supposed to. Mike is still getting pushed in zone a little bit here in top. In bot, we're just sort of playing around. I really should not be in this bush. Not only should I not be in this bush, I shouldn't be nowhere near a wall because of Poppy, but like I said, playing support, so I do what I want because I'm Lulu. we were getting actually a little bit worried for Mike here. And there goes Rengar. But we see him because of the ward. And there you go. Gank from Anda makes that a little bit less painful for Mike. Uh, Rengar knows I can see him because I hit him with a Glitter Lance, but he decides to stay there anyway. My ward expired, which is never good. I mean, Mido is just a good player all around, especially in top lane, but also he's a pretty good carry as well. So him being in lane with me makes this a lot less annoying. And we have Jungle Draven trying not to get executed by golems. And here comes Rengar, and then he goes back, and then he comes out again. I'm gonna actually speed this up a little bit because it is actually a longer game than I thought it was. It's a 38-minute game. So there we go. Let's speed that up. Accelerate the famine process so you guys don't actually need to watch that. I really hate Alistar's headbutts, especially when you're Lulu and you're ridiculously slow and you can't stat boots. So it makes you really dislike the champ. Here we have Mike still being zoned in top. He's having a pretty rough time up here with this Nunu. With the way the snowballs are, I can definitely see that. Though Anda isn't really having any trouble with this Lux, which is nice. And here comes Rengar. Should have killed him there, but couldn't quite get the job done. He is only level 4. I think a couple other levels that's a gank, but he's a ganking champion. Here Mido dies terribly. There was really nothing I could do for him there. Really, there was nothing I could do there. He just dies. I love Nunubot's animations and his well, his animations, but his voice work. Here, Rengar comes to try and kill me, which should have been a successful gank. A good stand aside by Draven makes that not the case. Mido comes in and he picks up Alistar really quick and then runs for his life because Rengar with 5 ferocity should not be screwed with. We're winning the game right now. I don't know. I'm not having the best of times though. I really have a disdain for playing support. Here we have a nice 3-man gank on the Nunu to try and give Mike a little bit of breathing room because he's really just getting beat up in this top lane. Again, I'm just hanging out in this bush because, well, why not? I'm playing Lulu. I can do whatever I want, really. I have a little bit of ability power, not enough to really do much, but the harass is still there. I can still slow them and glitter lance them, and I don't know why they were so afraid of it, because I mean I understand they were a little bit behind, but they shouldn't have been that terrified of our harass. There we go, another help picks into glitter lance and do a little bit more damage. Pick up another kill in top. A lot of pressure in top lane because Lux can't really do much to Anda in his lane. He's able to roam. Plus, Anda has that whole kill steal nature, so he'll roam wherever he feels like he can pick up a +1 on his score. And here comes Lux, and I whimsy myself, but it doesn't do much. I ult, still die, but I hope that slow let Mido get a little bit away. And it jumps into 4 of them. Does a bit of damage, gets a kill. Mido picks up a kill, and then picks up another kill. So wasn't a bad exchange by any means. Lux is really having trouble in her lane. And speaking of that, so is for that matter, so is Mike, who dies to Nunu there, who's been ganked like 3 times. Here Draven tries to counter jungle Rengar, which isn't really the smartest idea. Unless Rengar is low, you really don't want to counter jungle him because if he's doing monsters, he has ferocity, and if he has ferocity, he can burst you pretty hard. Um, he counter jungles Draven, who he knows is low, and they try and take blue. Um, I came up to try and help, but didn't really feel like there was much to be done there. I give Ander the slowing aura, and he picks up Alistar. Poppy kills Draven. Um, Mike gets Rengar, which is nice. And then Mike has a nice flash there, but gets snared underneath the turret. And there goes Ander trying to pick up a kill, take a few turret shots for the team, even though I'm not tanky at all. And Draven ulted in that. I don't really know if he hit anybody. I try and back. There goes Alistar. But some really, really good play from my team keeps me alive. And then I walk directly into Nunu and get killed instantly, which wasn't the coolest thing. After such a nice escape to just die. Um, Rengar kills Anda. Mike picks up Nunu. In the, it wasn't going to be a very long laning phase anyway because of how poorly the game was going. See here is a good engagement for that Draven on I pick up a kill on Poppy. That was a good engagement for Draven on Rengar because he was really low. Like I said, I play AP Lulu. I pick up a Cage's lucky pick because I like the gold and the AP, and I like to build a Deathfire's Grasp on her for my own reasons. I don't know. It's just it's a very fun champ to play when you play it not as really a super support. Um, it's kind of funny too because I really didn't want to do much but support that night, and I finally got the chance, and I got to play a champ that is just so much fun. Um, I'm 1-2-1. I should have a lot more assists, but that's not the point. Finally, Mike is starting to get tanky enough that he can sort of deal with Nunu, and him and Draven have another successful gank up top. I mean, Poppy's calling for GG, but they don't quite just give up at the moment. I mean, Nunu is being racist, but that's just Nunu. Here they have another engagement. I don't know what they were thinking. I pick up a kill on Poppy, and then Anda comes down and KS is on Alistar. Takes a kill from middle, but it's fine, whatever. Um, Up top, that Rengar couldn't kill Mike because he's tanky enough and he's got a Thornmail. Thornmail's a pretty good counter to Rengar because of the attack speed bonus his Q gives him. We kill a tower, we get Dragon, and we pick up another kill. Here Draven narrowly escapes a painful death, and then runs into Poppy, who chases him for quite a time, and should kill him here. Yeah, kills him here. I haven't. This game took place a couple days ago, so I really don't remember it at all. Just kind of reacting to stuff as I see it happening. I think that's the best way to do a commentary on a game you actually played is to wait till you forget about it a little. And here And is in mid with 4 people in his lane. He was fussing about there being 4 people in his lane or something. I don't really remember too much, but I remember him complaining about it. Mostly because I was farming and Mike was dealing with 2 people, but apparently because he wasn't dealing with 4, he needed to come down. Mike dies, and here comes Ander looking to try and clean up kills again, and he cleans up 2. We go to middle to try and hold his lane, and Lux and Alistar really don't want to play with us. I mean, right now we're the stronger team by a lot. We have almost a 10k gold lead. I think we have an 8k gold lead. And we're trying to wait for minions here because we want to push down this turret because enough of them are dead that we can just push hard. And we get into a big team fight. Ender picks up 1. Middle picks up 1. Mike dies. Rengar kills me. I kill Rengar in the process, which is nice. And Draven picks up Nunu. So it's almost an ace. Almost an ace. But yeah, it's actually pretty funny. This guy was saying This guy was trying to tell him to calm down, but then he in his own chat, but then he got yelled at. I mean, racism in this game is pretty prevalent. Racism on the internet is always prevalent because people will always be racist when they have an enemy anonymity because they can't get talked to about it. It's so bad in these games because we have people from other servers, other countries in our server, and people get upset. They get genuinely mad when they have a foreign person. I've played with plenty of Brazilians who didn't drop game, didn't have bad ping, came in, did their job, and we didn't have any problems. I mean, sure, I played with plenty of bad ones too, but I played with plenty of bad people from the states. So you really shouldn't turn around and judge somebody because of where they're playing from. This is pretty bad for me. I'm I survive a little bit longer with my ult. Um, I really just do enough to delay them so that we can pick up a couple kills. Mike starts doing pretty well here. He's I think Mike is building pretty well. I'm sorry, it's Draven who had the Thorn Mill. Mike has a Frozen Mallet, and I only in Boots of Lucidity. I don't really play Gangplank, so I wouldn't know. Uh, though, if you want to see a nice Gangplank play, you should check out the video I posted yesterday. Mad Mido playing Gangplank picks up a pentakill. Here is just a weird engage where we pick up quite a few. We lose two, but like most of the team is dead. Jungle Draven just really trying to hold it all together right now with his pro play. I could not believe this was working. At this point, I could not believe it was working. I solo push down a tower there because I'm amazing. Um, so I'm running back now because I'm really trying not to get caught here. Um, their team obviously isn't working well together, and not only not working well together, but they're really fighting with each other, which doesn't seem to make any sense. I don't understand that. If you're stuck in a bad situation with a group of people, does it really make sense to sit there and just argue with them, or do you want to just try and pull it out? But the League of Legends community is at a point where I feel like you just have to play with people you know if you want to succeed. Um, Here, our jungle Draven gets caught out by four of them, but then we come through and then we have a couple deaths, but we pick up some more kills. Enough time for the reinforcements to arrive, which is enough. I pick up a kill on Nunu there, and we clear up their team with an ace. I'm 4-4 as Lulu, which is hilarious. Uh, AP Lulu is no joke. Just because she brings as much CC as she does damage, I mean she has a decent amount of burst damage. Pick up another kill there. It's a fun champion to play to be both damaging and and supportive because your ult really gives so much. We left Anna to die there. We weren't even gonna try and engage on that. He was just gonna die. As you can see, the enemy team keeps trying to surrender. I don't know who's stopping them because they probably really should. I try and help Mike out here to get this kill, and then I just take the kill anyway because I'm AP Lulu and I want that red buff for some reason. So I'm 5-4-10, which I find hilarious because yeah, I'm AP Lulu. Um, I got my Hex Tech revolver, which I turn into a Woda, and I turn the Kindle Gem into and the Follow Stone into a Shirelia's. Uh, Again, I hold on to that Cage's Lucky Pick for a while because, from what I understand, you need to have a good bit of AP to make Deathfire's Grass worth it. So I tend to build that kind of toward the end. Definitely try and get the Rabadons first. We're in their base just kind of beating on them right now because they can't really kill us. So we do as much damage to them as possible in the process. Um, I don't know what Poppy was thinking. She does pick up Draven, but then I kill her, which is amazing again. Um, like I said, Lulu, but the problem Lulu has is she gets dropped pretty quickly if somebody jumps on her. If Poppy had turned to me and decided to kill me, she probably could have killed me if she had ulted me and then turned around and killed Draven anyway. She still would have died to Mike, but still. Um, Again, we're just in their base, and our deaths don't really matter here because even if they ace us, they really can't they can't push because everything is pushing into their lane. I pop my ult there and just for a delay tactic, and we all die. So all of us except for Draven are dead, which is fine. Because like I said, we pushed so hard that it doesn't really matter at this point. Um, right now we have Mido with his eye edge, two bloodthirsters. He's about to build the next one. Simply only using lifesteal for defense because we're just rolling this game so hard. Um, on top of that, we have our Draven has a Thornmail, an Eye Edge, a Zeal. He's got his boots, so Draven is relatively well off as well. Uh, so that should just be indicative of how it's going. Chase Draven for a little too long. I pick up a kill there with health picks because it's like a random targeted nuke. Really, health picks when you build her AP. And we're eating their base. We lose Ander again, but again, it is what it is there. Corky and Draven pick up 2 kills, and Mike just kind of pressures them away while we take their other inhibitor. I get sniped by a Lux ult, which that hurts my feelings. But the it's funny because right now this game is so over, and their team won't let them surrender. Probably because the guy who's being so upset, the Nunu who's being so upset with the other guys, he's probably one of the 2 people who isn't surrendering. Corky tries to solo Baron for some reason. He just wants to see if he can do it with that much lifesteal, which obviously he cannot. It's kind of funny. Um, we're heading back down into their base just to keep pressure. If a team isn't gonna surrender, you might as well just bother with them. And it gets killed again. And we're in their base. We're just messing around. Poppy chases Draven to the ends of the earth to kill her, and Mike wants his revenge against Nunu. Alistar decides to pulverize us. I mean, it's really not a big deal. Here, I'm terrified because Poppy jumps on me, but with Shirelia's, Mike and I choose to run away. Lulu is naturally pretty slow, so having a Shirelia's is good on her. The minions are just sort of destroying their Nexus right now, and they really can't seem to stop that, and they lose the game here. I mean, fun game for us, not so fun game for them. A really trollsy game, Jungle Draven of all things. But hey, we won, right? That's all that really matters. At the end, you see, I did get my death cap, but I didn't really get to use it. But it is what it is. AP Lulu is definitely a thing. I'd like to do an AP Lulu guide in the future. I might, but I feel like it's done enough that people know what they need to do. But maybe I'll just put something out there about how I play it. But one way or another, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you next time. I still got a bunch of videos I need to record, so keep your eye open. There's gonna be a lot of content on the channel. I did start a new series called Beartrapt's Buddies. You can send me in a clip, and I will definitely look at it, and I will see if I can put it on the channel if you play with me. Or if you want to play with me, it's always just as easy as going to my either send me a message on YouTube or go to my Tumblr and send me an ask on Tumblr, even if it's an anon ask. Just give me something in the name, and I will add you. Anyway, have a good rest of the day.